The week started off with some pomelo time and some housework for a bunch of work on my next release and going out to teach an afternoon lesson. I then popped home for a quick recharge before going back out with Jules to watch a show. A friend of Jules's was playing at Soho House and was kind enough to put us on the guest list. And since we were in the area, we went for a really cute late night walk around Embankment, revisiting areas that we went to when we first started dating, and came home to Pomelo wondering why we were out past bedtime. The next morning started with admin and working on the cover of my next release, as well as listening to some mixes and sending off notes for them. A couple of after school lessons, some housework and dinner before DIYing some panels to go across our windows to keep Pomelo in and also bugs out. My sewing machine didn't like the Velcro adhesive, so I ended up just stapling it all together. Pomelo was an amazing supervisor, and now we can safely open our windows. I worked on some merch and some stock for an online shop I'm planning on opening soon, and then I wound down and had a nice night's sleep before waking up only to be wiped out again by a 24-hour cold. And we're back. The next day I went to a friend's house for some lunch and a little catch-up, and then found a moment to touch some grass before teaching 3 piano afternoon lessons. Did a quick bit of grocery shopping and then went home just to pass out again. Next morning I did some admin and housework and approved the mixes for my next release, and scheduled the next upload for Pamelo's YouTube channel. Submitted my next release to the distributor site, did my nails, ran a couple of errands, before teaching 2 after-school piano lessons. I fed Poppy the stray cat, and went home to lie on the ground and try and recover from the heat again. The next morning I taught a lesson before the heat kicked in, ran a couple errands. I then went on a cat quest, taking Pomelo's old carrier to a fellow local so that she can take a different stray, Tulip, to the vet. I then tried to do some video editing, but honestly it was so hard to focus, I just spent time with Pomelo and Jules instead. The next morning I taught a piano lesson that I'd managed to reschedule from earlier in the week, went to the garden center, touched some grass and ate some food, before doing housework and planting. I then finished the visuals for my next release, in terms of video anyway, made another window panel, and ended the week with some yummy food.